Hello, I'm Johnny Rowland, your host of the Shooting Show. Welcome to today's program, friends. This is a very important show. They're all important. This one is especially important. Yes, I'm holding our little MECTEC carbine conversion, and we thank everyone that showed interest in this because this is such a great deal for you as a homeowner, for you as a security guard, you as a hunter, or someone who's trying to survive in the wilderness. They really are fantastic little carbines. We'll be talking about this later in the show. Friends, we're glad to have you with us. These are very short programs, this half hour. I'm sorry that I have to announce this, but it looks like Smith & Wesson's going out of business thanks to the blackmail of the Clinton administration. It is very scary what's coming down. You have to, employees are going to have to be trained in firearms law when the ATF agents themselves don't know what law is. To sell Smith & Wesson's, the qualifications have become so difficult, it's unbelievable. Smith & Wesson is probably going to go out of business as a seller of firearms to the civilian market. For Glock and Browning's credit, they have stood up and said they're not going along with this ridiculous agreement, just as illegal as can be, but the Clinton administration does not care about a small thing like legality. That's not going to get in their way. And friends, it's a very sad thing. Smith & Wesson's a great company. For example, if you sell Smith & Wesson guns, you won't be able to sell semi-automatic rifles or large capacity magazines in your store. And if Smith & Wessons are going to be sold at a gun show, that means that all the transactions at the gun show must go through a Brady background check. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So I'm sorry to announce this, but I think that Smith & Wesson is essentially out of business. You know, I spoke before a group of gun owners, some of whom may be watching this program a while back, and when we heard that Colt was going down, and people just said, oh, it can't be. It can't be, Johnny. It just can't be. Well, it is, and now it looks like Smith & Wesson. In fact, we've heard that the owner of Colt, Ozilka, the investment banker, is going to try and buy H&K and take them off the civilian market. I'll tell you what, friends, the Clintonians will stop at nothing to disarm us. You know, this past week, there was a little child that was killed over in Alabama. Another little child shot a little child with a pellet gun at point blank range and killed it just as dead as that little boy shot that little girl in Michigan with a stolen gun from a crack house. But you know, the Clintons weren't all over that, friends, because they're not afraid of pellet guns. They're afraid of real guns in the hands of free Americans who are committed to keeping our country free. That's what they're afraid of, because they know that we can resist the United Nations police. The Clinton Internationalist police, their police state, they know we can and we will resist. So friends, there is one option that we have, one peaceful option, and that is to reach more people on television. Now look, if we don't get some help here this week, if we don't get some donations in to help us stay on the air, we're not going to be able to stay on the air. We need your help, because we can help turn this thing around. The only way we can is to reach more people. We have the equipment to do it. The folks at WYLE TV are working to put our broadcast equipment together. We don't have the money to get it running. We don't have the money to stay on the air. This is where you come in. If you care about what's going to happen to our country, our future as gun owners, see, all we have to do is reach enough people who will become active, like these great folks in Colorado that are demonstrating now on behalf of gun rights. You want to join us? You want to help us? You can. It's important, friends. We're down to it. You know, we have to buy satellite time in advance. These are pretty big checks we're having to write. We need your help now, tomorrow, Tuesday, please. Federal Express, we take credit cards, whatever we can do, but we've got to stay on the air. The radio is helpful, but we've got to keep our gun presence on television. Will you help us? Our address is The Shooting Show, 327 Irvin Roland Road in Dubberly, Louisiana. That zip code is 71024. Our phone number, 318-377-5189. Friends, it is critical. It's got to be done. We have to. Some of us are going to fight this thing, friends. Some of us are going to fight. The problem is, so many of the organizations have led you to believe that they were going to take care of the problem, but they haven't. We're going to have to get involved ourselves. We can't sit back any longer if we care about our country, if we care about our gun rights, join us now. Please, we're pleading for your attention. We need your help, and we can make a difference. It's not going to come overnight, but we can fight it. Will you please join us? We have a great show for you today. Also, Dan Wesson, Bob Serva asked me to relay to our audience that it's not the Dan Wesson company that is folded, caved in to the anti-gun people. It's Smith & Wesson, unfortunately. So please don't give Bob at Dan Wesson a nasty phone call or anything, because it's not him, and he's not gonna play this ridiculous game of shredding our Constitution. So we've got some good people out there, friends. We have to support them and us. You know, the other day someone called me up and they said, "Hey, Johnny, you're always shooting those water bottles." And they said, "Well, how many can you shoot in a second?" I said, "I don't know. Probably hits, get a couple." He said, "Reagan, you do 5?" I said, "Well, let's see if I can do 5 in under a second." Friends, the only way I figure I could shoot 5 in 1 second is shoot them all at the same time. This is our bear load. And we've got people carrying this now in the Rocky Mountains in Alaska. Let's see how it works on 5 water bottles. Believe that'll work, don't you?
Stay tuned for more of The Shootin' Show after these important messages.
The Shootin' Show will be right back after this break for your local cable company or TV station.
Now, friends, here's one of the most important publications you can get. This is a great Georgia Arms catalog, and please write their phone number down, 1-800-624-6861. This is a tremendous catalog with the best ammunition prices available in the United States. Okay, well, here's a mention of the Shooting Show. Hey, that's reason enough to support them right there, but you get superior ammunition at superior prices. Let's look over here. Let's see, what do we see? 460 Roland, yes indeed, but we also see a tremendous number of other things. 45 ACPs, 44 Magnums, 41 Magnums, certainly our defense load there, defense special 41 Magnum load available, but all kinds of others. 9mm, 357 SIGs, 44 specials, 30-06s, 7 mags, all kinds of neat stuff. Plus they have components. If you want to load your own, they'll sell you lead bullets, they'll sell you Noshler bullets, all kinds of great features. Yes, in fact, they'll even sell you a 460 Roland kit for the great 1911 guns, cleaning accessories. Here's gunpowder for sale, loading equipment for sale. Friends, give them a call today. These are some of the finest people, period, that I've ever had a chance to meet. Curtis Shipley and our good friend Larry Haney from Georgia Arms, and they're helping to support the Shooting Show. Give them a call today. Get a free catalog, 1-800-624-6861. And please don't forget to tell them you saw it here on our show. Now, friends, this is very important. What we have to show you is going to give you something, I hope, to think about. Let's just picture a scenario of some sort of home defense happening. All right, let's say that we're going to give you an idea of just what happens if you follow the guidelines of Charles Schumer and Bill Clinton and Dianne Feinstein and the anti-gun types. Let's just run over a little scenario just for a moment. Use your imagination, but I tell you what, this is going to be a lot smoother than it would actually be in real life. We're going to set our timer here. This is important. push it to delay, and we're going to pretend that the beep on the timer is breaking glass. Let's see what happens on this. Let's just run through it and see how this goes. Go ahead and punch the timer. Let's say that you're in bed asleep or in your home late at night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and let's get the beep now. See how this runs. You're minding your own business, maybe sound asleep. What was that? My God, was that the door break? Was that a lock? Was that the glass breaking? You know, I think somebody's trying to get in the house. Let's call 911 quickly. Where's it? Okay, 911. Okay. Where's the gun? Gun's locked. Okay. Got a lock on the gun. Okay, let's see. Where's the key? What'd you do with the key? What'd you do with the key? Hello. If somebody's breaking in my house, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Somebody. Well, ma'am, if you were here, you wouldn't be calm either. Get somebody over here. What do you mean you have nobody in our neighborhood? What do you? Where's the key to the lock? Does anybody know where the key? Let me see if I can undo this. What in the world? Where are the kids? What do you mean? Look, the door's breaking. Somebody's outside my door. They're yelling. They're using something. They're breaking down the door. Where's the key? What in the? Lady, please send somebody quick. How do you get this thing up? Where's the shell? A shell? How do you? Oh, no. Well, and finally. Now then, let's be real. You're in the dark. You don't know where the key is to your gun lock. Now, honestly, that's a lot smoother than it would run if someone were breaking in your home. That took 69 seconds, 70 seconds. How long does it take for someone to break in your home, and yet how long does it take someone to attack your family?
And guess what? He does the criminal.
Only takes seconds. It only takes seconds. You know, the same drill. If your handgun's locked, the same drill. Where's the key? Is it locked? Where's the ammo? What's going on? Now then, let's try the same drill again with a properly situated firearm. Same drill. Remember, that was 70 seconds, and we don't know if the police are coming or not. Don't know if there are any police available. Maybe there's another incident in your neighborhood. But see, trust me, friends, for anyone who's ever been in an exciting situation, what about you ladies out there that are pretty excitable? Well, let's try one more thing. We're going to have a properly situated gun. Let's use our Dan Wesson. Try the same drill again. Remember, 70 seconds. Let's start it over. Beep goes off. What was that? What was that? Take your gun, get in position, call 911. Hello, operator, I think somebody's trying to break in my home. Please send someone as fast as you can. I'm going to be here and I'm going to defend my home. All right, we're talking 21 seconds, but we were ready long before the 21 seconds. Now, we can do it. The police are not going to be there. 911 is not going to be there. And you see, there is such a huge difference. You're ready. Maybe you won't have to fire your gun. Maybe not. But if you can't get it, you're at the mercy of whoever's trying to invade your home. Now, think about it, friends. That's how ludicrous. Charles Schumer said on television he wants all guns locked all the time. They're not shaped right for clubs. Something to think about.
Stay tuned for more of The Shootin' Show after these important messages.
Friends, many of you know that Dennis Crocker is making these great Kramer holsters available for our full-size .460 1911s, but he also has holsters for guns like this 3-inch model 625 in .45 caliber. He also has holsters for many other types of handguns, such as this Kimber Compact in .460 made of shark skin. And of course, he also offers magazine carriers. If you want the best holster money can buy, certainly from Kramer, give Dennis Crocker a call at area 864-587-8722. Again, area 864-587-8722 for these great Kramer holsters for whatever gun you may have. You know, friends, the other day someone called me from Anchorage, Alaska, and wanted to buy one of our pistol kits. And the reason that our .460 rolling cartridge is so important because it gives more power in the size and shootable package than has ever been available. Now, this individual told me that in the city limits of Anchorage, over 400 bears live within the city limits. And this is a real possibility, whether it be one of the drug-induced predators. But for a moment, we're going to talk about bears. And if you come nose to nose with a bear, let's get our timer and put it on. And let's just run a quick experiment here. And let's see how long it will take to put, say, 5 shots of our bear type load into a small, we're going to use this little circle here as representing a bear. Let's see how long it takes, see what you can do with our pistol that, as far as I know, you can't do with anything else. Well, let's try it. Go ahead and punch our timer. Get ready. We come nose to nose with the bear, and now okay, 5 shots in 1.12 seconds, which again is faster than I'm aware of. You can do that with anything else. This would be about the size of a bear's head. You can deal with them. You got to be able to shoot your gun, but you can't shoot anything else that fast with this amount of power. Let's try over here. Let's take our MECTEC carbine, because a lot of people are buying these things now, ordering for bear protection. We've had some pilots call us from Alaska, but also think about this for home defense. Same drill with our amount of power. Let's see how long it takes from the go signal. Another bear. See what you might have to deal with. Let's try it and see. .03 seconds. And see if we can home in on this. See, we made a real nice little pattern there. And again, friends, I can't think of anything else with this amount of power that you can shoot that quickly. Of course, our little MECTEC carbine, you can call MECTEC and place an order. You can order through us here at the program, or you can call MECTEC direct, area 406-882-4255. And also, this makes a great combination of the pistol kit as well as this little carbine. So I get 1.03 seconds, 5 shots, which actually is faster than 5 shots per second, because my reaction time is going to run probably, let's see, my reaction time was about 0.3 of a second or 1/4 of a second, somewhere there. So actually you can shoot these things faster than 5 times per second, actually, once the gun starts to run. So something we thought we'd show you that may be of use to you.
You know, ladies, I'd like to address you and our audience today, because a lot of you are heads of households. Many of you have to take care of your own families. We're important to many people. We're important to our families, our children, our parents, neighbors, co-workers. And unfortunately, we're the ones that are prey to predators. And we'd like to address that today, talking about firearm safety and the competent use of firearms. You know, the first choice for a lot of people for protection is a shotgun, but I'd like you to consider the fact that a shotgun is a little cumbersome. When you're trying to investigate a problem in your home, try doing a shotgun with a flashlight in your hand to investigate a barking dog, or, you know, some noise in the house. or maybe you've got a baby in your arms and, you know, you're trying to handle this cumbersome gun. I think shotguns are great, but there are a little more practical firearms to use. Another point I want you to consider when you're using a long arm in your home for self-defense is when you're approaching a doorway, there may be somebody on the other side. And if they grab that muzzle before you can knock them in the head with that muzzle, who's going to win in this situation?
You don't want to be wrestling with an intruder.
That's right.
We saw a movie the other night where someone knocked someone in the head with a firearm.
Yeah, Quigley and Down Under did it great.
Yeah, but that's not real life.
That's not real life, folks.
You don't want someone to grab. See, you're holding on and grabbing the gun. This is not a position you want to be in.
No, if your adrenaline's flying and your heart's pumping and your adrenaline's got your body in a...
And somebody has hold of your gun, you're in real trouble then.
That's right. A better approach is to stay clear at the edge of the doorway, keep your arm close to your side, and keep your gun back for stability. That way you're clear of the doorway, and you have a chance to find the perpetrator instead of the perpetrator taking you off guard. My personal choice is the Ruger SP101 357 Magnum. For those of you that are not accustomed to shooting, you could always start out with the 38 Special light load, and then you could progress up to the more powerful 357 Magnum load. A more powerful gun that I enjoy shooting is the Ruger 41 Magnum. And you might want to consider this option too. Now that particular load is going to be a little much for some of you, but that's why we designed the 41 Defense Special load made by Georgia Arms. Another gun I like to use is the Kimber Compact Model 45, mainly because my hand is smaller. The main thing to remember is that a semi-automatic requires a lot more instruction, a lot more practice, and you have to keep your wrist locked in order for it to function properly.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
And now here's Larry Pratt from Gun Owners of America.
As the Congress returns for the pre-election session of the new millennium, an old threat lies waiting to ambush the Second Amendment. Senator Orrin Hatch, a Republican from Utah, has sponsored a piece of legislation as anti-gun as anything Senators Dianne Feinstein or Charles Schumer have ever put forth. Hatch's bill started out as a juvenile justice crime bill. In the legislative frenzy following Columbine, Hatch's bill was approved by the Senate, but the House voted it down. Hatch spent the last half of 1999 pushing to get the House to act on his bill. This is what Hatch was trying to put into law. 1. An end to gun shows by putting open-ended regulatory and taxing power in the hands of Washington bureaucrats. 2. FBI registration of private gun sales at gun shows by subjecting them to the instant background check, the same as licensed dealers. 3. Banning importation of high-capacity self-defense magazines. 4. Forcing gun buyers to buy trigger locks, better known as lock-up-your-safety devices, when they buy a new gun. Senator Hatch came to Washington in the 70s as a let's-get-things-done conservative. Since then, he has become a close personal friend of Ted Kennedy, even flaunting a painting by his Bay State buddy in his front office in the Senate. The inscription under Kennedy's signature reads, "We'll always keep the light on for you at the compound." This is a reference to Kennedy's estate on Cape Cod, and as you can see, it's okay for liberals to have compounds, but it is bad when gun-owning conservatives do likewise. Apparently, Senator Hatch's close personal relationship with Kennedy has put its stamp on the ex-conservative's politics. Not only is he now for gun control, but he has approved virtually every single one of Bill Clinton's judicial nominees. Happily, Republican primary voters have put an end to Hatch's presidential race, but the rest of us still need to put an end to Hatch's juvenile crime bill. This is Larry Pratt in Washington.
Friends, Gun Owners of America is the only full-time, 100% pro-gun organization in Washington, D.C. every day. If you'd like information on how to join Gun Owners of America, get on their fax line, get on their information line, give them a call at 888-886-GUNS or 888-886-4867. And please remember to tell them that you saw it here on our show. Friends, we want to remind you a broadcast copy of our shooting shows are archived at Jim's House of Videos at area 318-869-0439 or on the internet at www.jimshouseofvideos.com. We want to recognize our support group. We have Custom Leather Work and Saddlery in Denham Springs, Louisiana, doing all kinds of leather work. Their number is area 225-667-9225. And for communications needs around the Albuquerque, New Mexico area, give Brooks Communication a call at area 505-888-2929. If you need your gun stock painted, please call Camouflage Technologies. They're in California, area 909-674-6488. And for heavy equipment rentals there in Southern California, you can call Gearlings Equipment Rentals at area 909-354-6476. And everyone, please take note, in April we'll be moving to a different transponder. Same satellite, E-Tube, will be moving to transponder 22. E2 transponder 22. Please make note of this. Thank you so much for being with us on today's program. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next show.